In this training, we'll be covering asset accounting, configuration, transactional data, and master data setups. So I might have for time constraint in this lecture, so I might take for 30 to 45 minutes. Then it will be continued on the next lecture. Okay, so first to do a asset configuration, we'll go to SPRO and click on SAP reference IMG, financial accounting. Under financial accounting, we'll have depreciation area. Under financial accounting, we'll have asset accounting. Okay, so this asset accounting is the path where we are going to do all the configuration. So here we have like depreciation area, valuation, master data, transactional data, organizational structure, everything we will have here. So we'll be utilizing all these setups and we'll do a configuration. So the most important thing in asset accounting is first we need to understand a ledger approach. So let's go to a ledger approach. So we are going with a ledger approach, like we are creating a leading ledgers and the non-leading ledgers, right? So as of now, we have not created non-leading ledger, but going forward, when we set up for international entities, we'll create a non-leading ledger also. So at the time, it is not necessary that for Indian entity, we don't need non-leading ledgers. If you want, we can create non-leading ledger also. But I have taken a separate way of doing it, so that is fine. Then, so here we have a leading ledger. Under leading ledger, we have our company code. So our company code is TMIN. If I go to the right hand side, I will see here two currencies are set up for TMIN. So how many currency types we have? Two currency types. And how many ledgers we have? So we have 0L ledger. So what SAP is saying, as you have two currencies and two ledgers, you have to set up what I will do is I will put some star here. So what SAP is saying that as we have one ledger here 0L and two currencies, so two accounting, two currencies into one ledger is equal to two depreciation areas. Two depreciation areas we want as per SAP. So we'll slowly understand what is depreciation area and all. It is just started, so we'll understand each and every concepts slowly. For example, let's say in this case we have one more currencies. There might be a possibility that sometimes we will have currency 10, currency 30, or maybe other currency like 40, 50 or something. So we have three currencies example, and we are also using this non-leading ledger. Along with this leading ledger, we are also using this non-leading ledger. So ledger 0L and we are also using just for any other company code, I am using 2L non-leading ledger also. So how many ledgers we have here? 2. So as per SAP, 3 currencies into 2. So I need to do 3 currencies into 2 ledgers equal to minimum how many depreciation areas I need? So I need 6 depreciation areas. So the combination of each currency, like here, we'll go to our company code, position. Okay. So this is our case. Now we'll be doing this one. This is our current case, but I will try to explain you this case. Okay. So for example, let's say we have currency 40. Just for a timing, I'm just putting anything. So 10. So currency 10 and ledger 0L. Okay. So this combination, currency type 10, currency type 10 here. I am picking this currency type 10, currency type 10 and ledger 0L. This combination will create one depreciation area. And second one is what? Currency type 30. Currency type 30 and ledger is what? Let me put more specific, ledger, and this is currency type 10. This is your currency type 30, ledger 0L, and here also you will have depreciation area. This will be your first depreciation area. This will be your second depreciation area. And what is my currency third? This is my currency 40. So 40 currency ledger type, ledger 0L, and this will be my third currency. So like this, 3 currencies, the combination of 3 currency and ledger you will create. But here we are saying that we will also have 2L ledger, right? So what we have to do is copy this one. So for 2L also, we'll put the same thing. 2L. This is my non-leading ledger. And this will be my depreciation area 4, 5, 6. So like that, we'll be creating a depreciation area 6 for this combination. Okay. This is extreme case I have taken. So now currently we'll go with our scenario, simple scenario we have taken. We'll for other company codes, we'll take the below scenario which we have discussed earlier. So we'll create 2 depreciation areas. We'll remove this one, which I have entered manually for your explanation. So we have only 2 currencies, one currency of 10. So I have currency type 10 and I have my currency type 30. 30 is my group currency. Group currency. And 10 is my local currency coming from company code. And I have only one ledger, that is 0L. So I need to create 2 currencies into one ledger. 2 currencies, 10 and 2 ledgers. So total 2 depreciation areas I will be creating now. So this is one thing. you need to understand. And the second thing is, before creating a depreciation areas, there is one more step, a parallel accounting, define accounting principles. So go to accounting principles, like we have created accounting principle TMIN earlier and it is been assigned to company code. If you want to see, you can refer my part 1. So where we have assigned TMIN to company code. Now, after that, we need to assign the accounting principle to ledger group. So here, our accounting principle TMIN. So this ledger group. So earlier it was not there. So I have assigned this ledger group to our company, means our accounting principle. So zero ledger I have assigned before, and save this one. If you have not done, so you can assign and save it. So I already done it. So just for your reference, I am confirmed. Okay. So once these two are done, now we'll go to asset accounting. So here under asset accounting, organizational structure. Under organizational structure, we have a copy reference chart of depreciation. So copy this one, click on copy reference chart of depreciation. So this is the option where SAP has given almost all country specific chart of depreciation. We don't need to create from scratch. So SAP has given, so, and even we don't have option of creating. So by default, we have to copy which is best suitable for us. So here I will be copying for, as this is specific to India. So we'll be copying this one 0n. So if you see here, SAP has given almost for all the companies or all the countries. So I will select for India. Double click on it. So I have selected this for India. And for chart of depreciation for Tata Motors chart of depreciation, or you can put Tata Motors India also, but just to avoid using the same terminology everywhere, so I'm trying to use the different terms. Tata Motors CD, because if you see TMIN everywhere, so you might get a confusion also. So for the same reason, I am trying to keep wherever is possible separate naming convention. So TMCD is something which is related to Tata Motors, or maybe I can put for India TMCI, Tata Motors chart of depreciation India. Copy this, continue. Do you really want to transfer the number ranges? Yes, I want to transport my number ranges from standard one. Click on yes and save this. So chart of depreciation CON copy to TMCI. Click on OK. You can check here completed activities. Chart of depreciation copy to TMCI. Okay. After this, we have a specified specified description of chart of depreciation. Click on this and go to position. Just now we have created chart of depreciation India. So this is a standard naming convention which is coming. So delete this one and you write Tata Motors chart of depreciation India and save it. So this chart of depreciation is applicable for India. Now go back and click on copy delete depreciation areas. Press enter. So by default, SAP has given all this chart of depreciation. So what we will do is we will try to delete which is not needed. So we only need two depreciation areas. One is for group and other one is for local. So we'll try to delete all this depreciation. Delete this and give the accounting principle as our accounting principle is Tata Motors India. So give this one, double click on it. So by default, it will bring your ledger also and save it. Okay. So this is for earlier we discussed like we will be having two currencies, right? One currency is 10 and other currency is 30. So the one which we have here is applicable for a local currency and it is a real time postings will happen here in current depreciation area which we have created. Okay, so this will have a real time postings and we'll post everything to a these depreciation areas. And the other one which is our group currency, 30 group currency, for that one we'll create a separate depreciation area now. So copy this. So we'll give a depreciation area 31 and it is depreciation for group currency. And here you just need to select area does not post. So because SAP is good enough to bring the values from 01 depreciation area which we have created earlier. Press enter and save it. So as we discussed like this in this, so we'll create two depreciation areas. One will be giving my local reporting purpose and the other one will be for group currencies. As we have only one ledger, so we have only two. In upcoming lectures, we'll try to take more ledgers and more currencies. Go back here and this is a basic setup is done. Now, if you try to assign chart of depreciation to company code, it will not possible. Basically, whatever we do, what we do is we first create a rule and that rule or a variant and that variant or a rule we assign it to a company code. So if you try to directly do it, it will give you an error. So somebody is logged, that is fine. So what we will do is by the time we'll set up some configuration. So it's always better as soon as you copy reference chart of depreciation, do not assign, it will give you error. So before that, there are few setups you have to do so that we will complete now. So for that, you have to go to general ledger valuation. Under general ledger valuation, go to depreciation areas. Under depreciation areas, you will see there are two values. One is specify transfer of APC value and other one is specify transfer of depreciation terms. So these two configuration you have to do. So execute this one and it's the same thing which we have defined. So I want to be replicate the same thing whatever we have in the book depreciation should pass on to the same to same group currencies. So conversion and everything will happen, but it should read values from this 00 means 01. So here also we have given 01. So it should read whatever the values are there in the 01 should be read by this depreciation area. So this depreciation will read the values from here and do necessary conversions. So save this, go back and specify transfer the depreciation terms. Again, 31 depreciation group currency. So I will bring values from 0, 1, and it should be identical to this one, and save. So after these two setups are done, so there is one more setup we have to do is currency specification. So that you will do it under, so here we have general valuation, right? So under general valuation, you have currencies. So earlier we have gone through this depreciation area and we have set up a few settings. So we have to go to currencies. Under currencies, we have a specify use of parallel currencies. Execute this one. Here you need to give your parallel currency. So what is your parallel currency for this depreciation 30 is group currency 30. Give that group currency 30 and save it. Okay, now after that, there is one more setup we have to do is go to integration and general ledger accounting. Here we have assign input tax indicator for non-taxable acquisition. Execute this one, find your company and give whatever the standard V0 is there, give here, and A0 which is there as an output tax, give it here. So it is as we have not set up anything specific to tax, so this might give a warning message saying that V0 and A0 is not available for this company code. That is fine. So going forward, like when we are doing a tax specific configuration and settings, so we'll do that one. Then press enter and save this. After that, the most important thing is we'll go back again now and we'll try to assign our organizational structure and assign chart of depreciation to company code. So execute this one and go to position, go to company code TMIN, give your chart of depreciation. So TMCI. So this is the chart of depreciation which we have, and save here. So this is how you have to configure, assign a chart of depreciation to your company code. So once that is done, so the next step is this is done. So the next step is we need to create we need to go to organizational structure and assign the, just a second, just give me a second. So this is done. So where we are, yeah. So we have to go to organizational structure and then minimize this. We have to create a asset classes. So for the asset classes, the first thing is account determination. So what is account determination in asset accounting? So specify account determination. So in asset accounting, this is for asset accounting. Account determination is nothing but asset accounting term. So that account determination is equal to your finance. In finance, you will be assigning a GL account to this. So whatever the GL account of finance, GL account of a finance, means you might be having a GL account for land, you might be having a GL account for furniture, you might be having a GL account for software. These are all assets. Okay, so these are all assets. So these assets, these GL accounts, let's say this GL account has 1001 example, and this will have a GL account as 1002, and this will have a GL account of software as a GL account of 1003. So all these GL accounts, we are going to assign it to account determination in asset accounting. So asset accounting is a separate module and GL account is a separate module. So through this account determination of asset accounting, and these are the GL accounts from the GL module, sub modules. Asset accounting is a sub module and GL account is one more sub module of finance. So to link this asset account to GL, so this account determination is needed in the asset accounting. So we'll try to create some two account determinations. Hmm, so let's say vehicle, I will create one, and then machinery and equipment. So I will create, you can create as many account determinations. Basically, account determination should match with your asset classes. So asset classes means, so dividing your assets into a proper grouping. So all your buildings will come under this group. All your vehicles will come under this group. So these are all assets, fixed assets. So all your machinery and equipment will come under this group. All your fixtures and fittings will come under this group. All your low values assets means printer, calculate, calci, all these low values come under this group. So like that, you can create as many groups as possible to calculate or evaluate your fixed assets. So currently we are going with two groups, that is vehicle and machine and equipment. So copy this. I will just give as Tata Motors vehicle and Tata Motors. You can give any naming, but to understand, numeric will be the best always. Machinery. So these two account groups I have created, Tata Motors machinery and Tata Motors vehicles asset group. So all your fixed assets, vehicles and all will come under this group and will create a determination, account determination. So the GL account which is linked to your vehicle should be linked to this account determination, and the GL account which is carrying your machinery equipment valuations should tag to this account determination. Save this. Okay. Then we'll have screen layout rules. Go to screen layout. So like that, here also we have 4 digits screen layout. So just select two screen layouts, one for vehicle, one for fixture. Copy this one, Tata Motors, fixtures. Sorry, I think we have gone with machinery, right? So your changes will be lost. Yes. So will not select this one. We'll go to machinery. Okay, no issues. We'll replace the naming. Copy this one. Tata Motors, machinery, and Tata Motors vehicles. Save this one. So what is basically a screen layout is screen layout basically we know like how you want to show your screen like in SAP when we create any uh, assets. So first you will have a general data information, then you will have a general data information means it is like showing asset name, asset uh, details, asset number and everything. So and after that the next screen you will have where you will be putting your cost center details, your tax details and like that. So we'll go with the standard screens. So SAP is already given the standard screens, we'll go with that. Then we'll create a number ranges. So company code TMIN. So we already said, so we'll as we have two number ranges, right? So two separate types of assets. So we'll create two number ranges. So let's say click on interval. So the first number range will be used for vehicles. So vehicles I will create with this number range. So 5 zeros, let me put 5 zeros. 6 zeros is also fine. So my all my vehicles will be created under this number range. Then all my machinery will be created under number range 02. All my machinery part of this number range and save this one. So still now we have created account determination, screen layout and range, and then we need to define the asset class. All these three combinations will have a asset class. So asset class is nothing but the main important thing is grouping of assets. So asset class is nothing but the grouping of your assets into a separate like in balance sheet we group the GL account into a separate cash GL accounts, and then we will have a loan GL account, then we'll have a payables GL account, then we have a operational expenses GL account like that. So here also assets we are dividing into separate asset classes. Copy this. So we'll copy machinery and vehicle. So machinery, we have gone with Tata Motors machinery. This is the naming I want to give. And account determination, we already created Tata Motors machinery. So numeric is the best. Always use 1000, 2000, 3000 like that. But for our understanding purpose, I am going with this setup. And the screen layout, we have created Tata Motors machinery. And number range 02 we are going to use for machinery. So before this we have created. So we'll use machinery 02. Press enter. And is it related to AUC assets? No. And including asset inventory? Yes. We are going to include this also as a inventory if needed. Okay. So that is created. Now we will have one more asset as Tata Motors vehicle. Okay. So Tata Motors vehicle asset for vehicle. And here we have a account determination. Tata Motors vehicles. So let's find Tata Motors vehicles, and screen layout we are using we have copied the standard one, but we'll use this one, and the number range we are giving is here 01, and save it. So here we have created two separate asset classes. One is machinery, other one is vehicle. So after that, we'll be creating a additional settings. So go here, save this one. So we need to set up, we need to create the GL accounts, we need to create depreciation areas and everything. So we'll set up that now. So now where we have to go is go to depreciation area. So under depreciation area, we have valuation method. Under valuation method, we have depreciation keys. Under depreciation keys, we have calculation methods. So under calculation method, we have baseline method, we have decline balance method, we have multi-level method. So mostly we will be using baseline, all these three combinations. So like asset class, we have created account determination, screen layout, and number ranges, right? So likewise, to create a depreciation key. So first we'll explain this depreciation key. So this depreciation key is very crucial to create. See, earlier we have created asset class. Yes, we'll go to here. So this asset class is basically used to group the assets. Okay, now this depreciation key, whatever the depreciation key is here. So this depreciation key we use to set up or to calculate your depreciation. So under each asset, what is my depreciation? 10%, 15%, or maybe useful life, like for 7 years, the useful life of that particular asset is 2 years, like that. So we need to create a depreciation key first. So to create a depreciation key, so first I will explain how the depreciation key looks like. So here we don't have any depreciation key, but still, as we have copied from the standard, you will see a standard depreciation keys are available for us. Okay, just take an example. These are all standard depreciation keys which are available. So let's take an example of one depreciation key where it is showing us tax depreciation 5% or straight line method on building straight line method 2%, or maybe I'm looking for something which I can explain in a better, yeah. So let's take an example of building. So for building, if I click this one, if I double click on this, so it will ask me these options. These are all the options which I get. So acquisition allowed in capitalization year? No. So I can do acquisition whenever I need. Okay. Then second thing is this has to be activated from here once your setup is done. So here you are going to build your calculations. So double click on it. So the baseline method which we are going to create or use the standard one. So we'll be creating here the baseline method, a declining balance method, production count, and multi-level methods. So these are all configurations which we are going to do before this setup or need to be assigned here. Then the asset class means the class means here you want to do a straight line method or a reducing balance method, declining balance method. So these are the options SAP has given. Mostly I see that organization go with a straight line method. Increase in depreciation value as expected, so this will remain same. And consistently control of, yeah, shutdown, no. So whenever you want to do shutdown for a specific period of time, like 1 year, 2 year, to shut down that machinery, so in that case you can use this option. So this is how you are going to create your depreciation area. So for that, we need baseline method, decline balance method, and the production. So the most important thing which derive your percentage is a multi-level method. So 008, where here it is coming as a 2%. So I will show you. These are all like base method, decline balance method, like when to start my depreciation, when to stop my depreciation, or if I am purchasing any value like on the mid of the month, so it should calculate the depreciation from beginning of the month, or it should be calculated next month, or it should be calculated from uh, a 15 days prospect, or maybe for example, let's say I purchase the vehicle, so the depreciation should be calculated for the entire year even if I purchase vehicle in between of the year, or it should be calculated from the date when I have purchased. So all these settings will be set up here under baseline, decline balance method, and the PRD count. And also here the other setup which are going to be done is how you are going to scrap, how your valuations. So once the depreciation is done, for example, you have purchased some vehicle of 5 lakhs. So after 5 years, mm, deducting all the depreciation, the value has become zero. So you want still want to continue your depreciation or not. So if you want to continue your depreciation by taking a small amount, small setup amount, or even negative depreciations to be done, all these calculations will be done under baseline and all these three combinations. So here you give the percentage. So first important thing is we'll go to multi-level method. So we'll check this one, and also one sum of the year digital depreciation 4, 0.8 and 2%. Okay. Okay, go back, and now we'll go to multi-period control method. See, if you don't need additional information like base method, why the base method is needed? So you can check here. In this step, you maintain the base method. Base method are valid in a chart of depreciation. You can assign base method to depreciation. It's not activity. Enter a technical name. Normally, base method is specified SAP as a sufficient. Maintain base method. It is particularly important for entering a depreciation types and depreciation calculation methods. So types and calculation methods, it will be helpful. So this information will help you out to get more information on each details. Now we'll go to multi-level method. Execute this one. Execute the multi-level method. Give your chart of depreciation. So we saw like 0.8, right? So here, just select that one and double click on it. So it is saying that validity start from ordinary depreciation start date. So these are the other options which SAP has given. So from a depreciation start date means when to calculate from a capitalization date. Depreciation will be calculated on the capitalization date. Depreciation will be calculated on the depreciation start date, special depreciation start date, or original acquisition date of AUC. So these are all or maybe change over here. So it's different types of methods is been given. So mostly widely used is from a ordinary depreciation start date. After that, double click on here. So here I am saying that I am going to use 2%. So here setup has been done, and if you don't want to use percentage, mostly I don't see many of the organization use percentage method. They are all go with a useful life method. So for example, computer, they will set useful life as 7 years or 10 years, or vehicle, they will set the useful life as 5 years. So based upon that number of years, the depreciation will be calculated, not based upon the percentage. So but SAP has given both the options, so you can choose yours option. So for example, let's say this one, remaining useful life. So you can check what is the option available here. So this indicators what SAP is saying that, just give me a second, I will drink some water and back. Okay, so we'll close this one. So this is how the setup is been done for a percentage. So you have to give a percentage and you have to give a base value. So base value means it's a acquisition value, means whatever the value of the acquisition value, or maybe a net book value. So this all information we need to provide. So we'll go with a blank and we'll not give any percentage. We'll calculate depreciation based upon the number of years. So what we will do is we'll select this one and we'll copy this and give multi-level method as Motors Tata Motors India, and give as useful life and press enter. Select this one and go to levels. So here we'll go with net book value and will remain keep as it is and save this one. So what warning message is showing up? Let's read it. After planned life and incompletion is written over a remaining life. A depreciation method over remaining useful life is only mathematically logical during the useful life of the asset. Transaction that take place after the useful life is expired can no longer be depreciated using this method. Okay, so we don't want to depreciate after that. That is fine. So it is just a warning message. Okay, and save this one. We already saved and go back. So here baseline methods, these are all different baseline methods we have. So which baseline methods which we want to use has to be selected. So we'll go with 14% after end of the life, and then decline balance method. We'll go with 001 decline balance method. Period control method. We'll use standard one. 001 we'll use. So for more information, we can go here and we can understand like what is the use of period control method. In this step, you maintain the period control method. You assign okay. Use case using this period control method, you can specify that depreciation area start for all acquisition year is set to be the first day of the period or maybe middle of the period. You must be already maintained in the period control. So this is the use case of period. Then what is the use case of decline balance method? So SAP supplies commonly a method maintain decline balance method, and for each decline balance multi factor determining depreciation percentage rate, upper limit for depreciation percentage or the lower limit. So with this we maintain all these settings. Okay, go back or maybe you can directly click on maintain depreciation area here. Execute this one. Chart of depreciation TMC1. So we'll copy one depreciation area and key and we'll create our own. Yeah, copy this one. So the depreciation key will be Tata Motors India. It is not necessary we have to create India or you can create anything. So I will select depreciation to the date, then press enter. Number of entries copied is 1, then select this one. Here calculation methods. So baseline method and everything will keep as it is. So multi-level method will change to useful life. So remaining all will keep as it is. Save this one. So this has been also active. If it is not active, you can activate from here. Let me read. We are going with useful life, increase in depreciation exponentially. So all the settings which we have mentioned here are okay. Okay. Then go back. So we'll set up other settings of depreciation. So what we have to do is now go back. Here, minimize it. Minimize all of these. Now we'll define, minimize this one, asset accounting. We'll define, go to master data. Under master data, we'll go to screen layout. Under screen layout, we have two options. One is define screen layout for asset master data. and define screen layout for asset depreciation area. So execute asset master data and click on the first option, define screen layout for asset master data. So here we are going to use this one, right? Machinery and the vehicles. So for example, let's say this is at a master data level. So what I want is, what is the use of this one? So the screen layouts which we have created earlier. So if I double click on it and if I click on the field status rules, so under this we have a general data, we have a lease, we have a time data and all. So click on general data, select this one, click on field status group. So here you have the option of you want the description to be required or optional. So like earlier we discussed which fields you want to keep it as required or optional, like that. So in the time data, you will have a cost center and all. Select this one, click on field status group. So you will see the cost center is optional, but I want to make it as a required. So I can select this one and mark it as required. So these options you will get it here. So I will go with the SAP standard one only, will not make any changes. So if I want to make any changes on the vehicles, we'll do the same activity. The next thing is define screen layout for asset depreciation area. Select this one. So here we have two options. One is 1000 and the 2000. So I will go with depreciation on asset sub number level or depreciation maintain asset number level. So select this one and select this option. So here also you will have the same details which is applicable for depreciation area. So here you can see this option. It is applicable on the depreciation area and this is applicable on the asset master area. So when we go and create assets, right? So in that case, you will see there are two parts. One is asset area, asset master area, and the depreciation area. So when you go to depreciation area, you will see all this information in the depreciation area, and wherever these particular fields are required or are not required, we can set up. So I will go with the standard 1000. Will not be creating new one. Okay, now the second part, which is here, is creating and assigning that particular things, what we saw now. So what we have to do is minimize this one and go to general valuation. Under general valuation, we have determine depreciation areas area in the asset class. So click on this one and try to find your asset class. So these are two asset class which we have. Select this one, click on depreciation area. Okay, so here we have a standard, as we have copied it from the standard. So we have this one, and our depreciation key, we will use our depreciation key as TMIN and press enter. So I don't want to deactivate this one and press enter and save this. Useful life, basically we can give it from here. So we'll keep it as 10 years, that is fine. So if you want to keep it as 5 years or something, we can mark it as 5 years or 6 years. So by standard, we kept it as 10. So If I don't want to give here, you can give like that, but I will go with 10 years. Okay, for vehicle also, we'll do the same activity. Here give 1000, press enter, and remove this deactivate option, press enter, and give the depreciation key. Same depreciation key we'll be using. Useful life, we'll put it as 5 years and save this one. So this step is also done. Now the next one is GL settings. So what we will do is we have to set up two GL accounts now, which is needed for basic configuration of asset accounting. So minimize this one, go to integration, and integration, we have technical clearing GL account for asset integration, asset acquisition. So select this one. Under this, we have define technical clearing account. Select this one. So what is this technical clearing account? So when you execute this one, F1 on this, so it is saying that, so there are two valuation approach is available in SAP. One is operational part and other one is valuation part. So system divided the business transactions, means whatever the transactions which we are going to post in asset accounting will be divided into an operational part and the valuation part. So for the operational part, what SAP is saying that the vendor invoice, for example, let's say vendor invoice, which we are going to post will valid for all accounting principle. Okay, and at the time of valuation part means this one. So what SAP is saying that a separate document will be created for a based upon the accounting principles. So here it will be a single document for all the accounting principles, and here it will be applicable for a separate. Just a second. So it will be created for the separate accounting principle. So close this one. So we'll create one account, and one more important thing which SAP said is how we want to create the GL account. So the prerequisite what SAP is saying is a technical clearing account integrated with asset accounting that need to be created as a reconciliation account under related to fixed asset. So you have to create a balance sheet account, must be a reconciliation account for fixed asset accounting. And the second one, what SAP is saying that the account allowed to be defined as a account determination. So this account is not allowed to be maintained under account determination. So we don't need to set up. It will automatically post while posting the transaction. We don't need to set up a GL account separately in account determination. So there is no linkage is needed. And other one is what SAP is saying, enter the technical clearing account in integrated asset acquisition here. So yeah, so technical clearing account. So let's create one clearing account. I will open one more session and go to FS00. My assets will start from 111000011. So we'll do one thing. 11 3 times 0, 11 3 times 0. Just give me a second. So here we have 113 times 0 account and TMN. So just press enter or click on create. Create this as a balance sheet account. Create this account as a balance sheet account, and this is my asset account, and I will call it as technical asset. I'm calling this as a technical asset. And control data, what SAP is saying that create this as a reconciliation asset, and I will give short key as 001. Create chart of interest, field status group. I will go and create G0067. This is for reconciliation account, and save this one. So the next accounts which are there are need to be created like that. We have machinery and we also have vehicle. So the two GL accounts also we'll create here now. So then the next step, it will be helpful for us to assign GL accounts to a account determination, which we have discussed at the initial stage of the this uh, discussion. So I will create 10. So 10 is for my, so 10 I will create as vehicle. This is going to be my asset, and this is for my vehicle. Asset, vehicle. Fixed asset, vehicle, and this I will create as recon account, and this is going to be my 001. This I will keep it as 607 and save it. Okay, then I will create one more asset that is required for accumulated depreciation. We'll wait, system is taking time. Yeah, we'll go here, we'll create this as a balance sheet account, this as a asset account, and short text. This is my asset vehicle accumulated depreciation. I'm not putting the entire, and this is going to be my fixed asset vehicle accumulated depreciation account. Control data. So control data I will mark it as fixed asset. Then short key 001, control transaction 0061 and 7. So the next asset which we have is 20. So vehicle we have created machinery, asset accounting, and fixed asset. This is going to be my machinery, asset, machinery, FX, fixed asset, machinery. Control data I will create as recon account, short key 001. Create bank interest I will create as G067 and save this one. I will create one more account with a template. So copy this GL account. So we have the option of template. Copy with template. So this is going to be a 01. I am going to create 21 account. So SAP has given the option of creating a template. So this one, and give the company TMIN and press enter. So with this, I don't need to put more in details. So I will put accumulated depreciation account. SCC accumulated depreciation account. And here on the control side, you see all the information is copied from that particular GL. Okay, so other than that, so we need one more GL account, that is 41,000. So I will create this account as a depreciation GL account. So this is going to be my cost and revenue account. So there is one thing. So if I don't want to, I want to create, I want to give cost center. So I will create it as a primary cost and revenue. If I don't want to give uh, this as a non-operating expenses, so here it will not ask me for a cost center. So I will go with a cost center option. So I need to give a cost center by default, because while creating a depreciation system automatically it can take the cost center. So in OK B9 settings, we will do that one. Or else, yeah, we'll go with this option here in this case. And in other company code setups, when we'll do like that. Just give me a second. I will pause for a minute. Yeah. So now here I will give this as an expense, and this is going to be my depreciation GL, depreciation control data. I will give cost element category 01. Then here under control data, so field status group, will take it as Z004 and save this one. So other than that, there are two more GL accounts we need to create. So one GL account is for sales and one GL account for scrap, one GL account for loss, like that. Hmm. So this will be my 4110 account. I will be creating with a template. With a template of this one depreciation GL account. So I will call it as loss on asset sale. Copy this, give this here. Control data. All these things are okay, and save this. And I will create one more GL account with a template. This I will change it as 5, or maybe my income is start from 3, right? So we'll create as 3. This is going to be a 3 with a template. Okay. So here, profit on asset sale. So all these GL accounts I have created, and here I will give as this is my sales. So I am saying that I got a profit on the asset sale, and this is going to be a revenue account, and save this one. Okay, so I by mistakenly consider this as expense, so we need to change this to income and save here. So we have created all the necessary GL accounts which are needed. So we'll now define the settings, integrations for asset accounting with other GL accounts. Means account determination with the GL accounts. So for that, we'll go to our step here, minimize this. So this is the configuration step where we can do the settings. So assign GL accounts. This is my operational chart of account. Select this one, click on account determination. So under account determination, we need to select or machinery and vehicles. So select this one and go to balance sheet account. Under balance sheet account, you have to give your APC value. Click on enter. So this is my machinery, right? So machinery, where is my machinery fixed asset? This is going to be my fixed asset for machinery. I will give this here, and then gain on loss of assets. We need to give the gain and loss of assets here. So gain on asset is my this GL account, and loss on my asset is going to be my this GL account, and clearing account revenue for sale. So this is clearing account is required at the time of sale. So you can give any clearing account. So I will give a sales account as a means loss on sales account as a clearing account. So that is fine. If business required separate account, we can create. Okay, so these are my basic GL accounts which we need to get, and we'll go to depreciation settings. Under depreciation settings, we need to give here accumulated depreciation for machinery. Accumulated किस इनका नहीं दिया. Okay, so here we need to select a depreciation account, accumulated depreciation account for machinery. Hmm, let me expand this a bit. Yeah, so this is my machinery accumulated depreciation account and expense account for ordinary depreciation. So here I need to give my normal depreciation account and save here. Same way, we are going to create vehicle specific transactions also. Balance sheet. So for vehicle, we have a balance sheet account. So we'll select balance sheet account here, fixed asset, vehicle, and these accounts will remain same for everything. Now go to depreciation. For this account will remain same. So here accumulated depreciation we created separate one. If we want, we can create a single, but in this case we have created a separate one. Fixed asset machinery, fixed asset accumulated depreciation. Save this one. Okay, so this setup for asset is also done. Now there are few more setups which we need to do. Save this one, go back. Okay, so we'll go to integration with general ledger accounting and additional account settings. Integration under this we have additional account setting and objects. Under this we have specify account for types from account assignment object. Execute this one. So if you scroll down, we have Tata Motors. Select this one and click on depreciation area. So we have depreciation 1 and 31. So here we have a select this one and click on the account assignment object. So any account assignment objects. So we can set up here. So currently we don't want to set up anything and we'll go with SAP standard one only without any account setups. And other step which we have here is under integration only. So we need to go to under integration account. So this one we already saw technical clearing account, and there is one more specific posting key for asset accounting. So this is one which we can discuss here, like what are the posting keys are used in SAP is 70 and 75, and other one is GL account postings for asset accounting normally 40 and 50. For GL accounting we'll use 40 and 50, and for asset accounting we'll use an additional account assignment object, additional account for asset accounting. So maybe basically for intercompany postings or anything. So that time we'll use this account. So what SAP is saying is, let's see this one. So what SAP is saying on the additional account is you can use this asset accounting additional account function for intercompany asset transfers only. So when we have intercompany asset transfers, we can use this additional settings. And what we have to do is you just need to execute and double click on ANC. It will ask you for a chart of account and give you here what is your transactions like GL account. Then we have one more setup. I'm just looking, waiting for that setup. Integration with general ledger accounting. Under that, integration with general ledger accounting, Integrational alternative document type. We already saw this one. Technical clearing account also we have identified. Account document type. Account document type. Yeah, this one. Specify alternative document type for accounting principle. Define separate document type for by company code. So here we have the option. So you will see here. These are if you want to set up any document type settings that can be done here. So for RE, the asset, RE is your main document type. For asset accounting, we'll have a SAA document type. Here also you will see the combination of document types and the this one. So these settings which we are going to use at the time of accounting principle setups. So specify the alternative document type for accounting principle specific document. So whenever we have a separate accounting principles and you want to create a document type, so that time for RE is your basically RE is your normal document, right? Uh, if I say, let's say example, we will use KR document for invoice posting. For that, we will have document type AA, and we will have a document like DR for customer posting. So we will assign document type AA. So these basic settings we can set up if we are doing the document. So initially we'll use KR and DR, the FI functionality, and RE basically from the asset purchasing from a module. So we'll do the same activity here also. So it has came up here, and let me do it from here. So it is came up here also. So the basic configuration setting which is required for asset accounting is almost done. So let me think anything we have missed. Okay, go back. So then we have a asset data transfer. Under asset data transfer, we'll go to a parameter for data transfer. Under parameter for data transfer, transfer foreign currencies. Specify offset. Okay, addition. So we don't have that option here, I think. That was old setup we used to have. So I think this has been removed now. Preparation for go live. Under preparation for go live, we'll check consistency check whether we have any issues. I don't think we need this also. Okay. Now, before we create any asset specific transactions, there are two things which we need to do. One is we need to run a financial year for last year. FAGL, G, FAGL, 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 GVTR is the transaction code. So here, give your ledgers. So I will keep ledgers as blank, TMIN, and carry forward balances 2022. So I will execute the test run. No ledger company to be processed. So let me put the ledger is equal to 0L and execute. Postings not possible in company code TM and specify open fiscal year. Let me check what error it is. Posting not possible in company code TMIN. Specify open fiscal year. For company code TMIN, the asset accounting, the open fiscal year has not yet been specified. This error typically occurs when the setting up new company. Okay. So to set up that one, what we will do is we'll go to other transaction code, which is specific to asset accounting. FAA underscore CMP. So this is my current year. So let me click on change and display. Company code status, that is fine. Production or testing. Legacy data transfer. Yeah, click on create. Transfer date should be from we are starting from April 1st, 2023. Legacy data transfer status in progress. We can mark it as in progress and save this one. Okay, now we'll run that foreign currency run. Not foreign currency run, closing of the year. So 0L TMIN carry forward balances 2023 and execute it. Fiscal change request in the past. Okay, that is fine. I'm getting just warning message because we have not posted anything in the last fiscal year. Okay, no errors, nothing. So what I will do is I will go back and remove the test run. I will execute in the production run. Execute this one. Okay, now we'll do slash and we'll try to create a one asset. To create asset, we'll go to transaction code AS01 and press enter. Our asset class which we have is these are all standard one which has came through us, but we cannot create. So we'll create one vehicle asset. Press enter. Tata Motors, right? So let me put, I don't remember the vehicle name as of now, Tiago or something. K53. I'm just putting anything annually. Asset basically should not be your. Let me put this one. So this I have created as an asset. Time and depreciation. So just give a cost center. So I have created only one cost and two cost centers. So I'm just giving a random cost center. Then here we don't need to assign anything in the original data also. So the useful life. So like vehicle, we have used the useful life as 5 years, right? So that is coming up here and save this one. So internal zero is been created. That is fine. So the asset 100 is been created, which we have done the setup. Now we'll go to acquisition. So asset has been created. So now during the acquisition, we'll have a valuation of this asset. So basically, I'm just showing up. I should have taken something else because Tata Motor should have sold this to other organizations. So yeah, that is fine. For normally, we will be acquiring some other like not vehicle, something like yeah, we can have a vehicles also for like VPs and the directors. So if they are purchasing a vehicles from a Tata Motors within itself, then that is fine. We should have mentioned something different other than this vehicle. So that is okay. Mm, okay, so let's go and post an acquisition entry. F-90 is your transaction code to purchase any acquisition or to post any acquisition entry. Document type KR is fine. Reference car for VP. So company itself is purchased one car for VP, so that we are creating as a asset. So this will be gifted. It will be utilized by this person VP or something. Okay, so I will take a different example. This will not suit for best for us. Let's create a machinery because the example itself I have taken is a wrong example. How can a Tata company can gift and uh, vendor is also separate because as of now we have two vendors, right? SC16 and LFB1 company code TMIN. So there are two vendors, right? So let me take LFB1 is the table. So LFA1 will get a better details of the vendor 93 execute. So one we have is Intel Core and Intel INC. Apple INC. Okay. So we have created two groups, right? So two groups. Okay. What I will do is, let's say an example from a Intel Core or a Apple INC. We are purchasing the same. We should have. We should have. So what I will do is. Okay, so from machinery, we'll create one account under machinery. Under machinery, we will say that Apple is being purchased from this particular vendor. So let's create one machinery. Actually, the machinery should have been something else. Now, for our training purpose, we'll take Apple CPU as machinery and then we'll bring it to our organization. And this we will purchase it from this particular person. Okay. So go to AS01. So instead of vehicle, I will machinery and equipments and press enter. So machinery like Mac CPU we have purchased. or Mac digital machine something. Something which we have purchased this from Mac, and then we'll go to time dependency. Here give the cost center. Any cost center we will create here and give the depreciation area. So here we can see 10 years is coming up. Save this asset. Now we'll purchase this asset from a Mac. So for that acquisition, okay. So for acquisition, what we can do is press slash n f dash 90 and take this. So we are purchasing this today, and KR document type, give difference as Mac printer, Mac printer 001, and scroll down. So we are purchasing it from vendor Apple INC. Then press enter. The value of this particular machinery is 5 lakhs, and give the posting key 40, and not 40, it should have been 70, and give the asset here. So we have created 2 assets. So give this asset, and transaction type will be 100. So we are purchasing this asset. External acquisition, we are purchasing it from outside. So, and the value which I said here is 5 lakhs. Then press enter. So technical clearing account is not maintained for chart of account TM OP. Okay. So some configuration is missing. So we'll maintain define technical clearing account for integrated asset acquisition. Okay. So yeah, we have created, but we have not assigned. Click on new entry. So our chart of account will be, so this one I forgot, Tata Motors, and the technical clearing account which we already created is with technical asset. Okay, save this one. Go back. Ignore this error. Press enter now. Reconciliation account is missing in the master record. Reconciliation account is missing. So let's see what is missing. We'll go to vehicle again. FS00. Press enter. Machinery, right? So for machinery, so we have created asset, that is fine. These errors all are good signs, so that our configuration will get a better idea. Then we have Technical clearing account. Let me see. I have created my technical clearing account as reconciliation account also. That is fine. So what is missing here? Reconciliation account is missing in master record. Correct? Master record. Reconciliation account is missing in master record. Correct the master record. This is fine. Then other accounts which we have. Then we have fixed asset, machinery, depreciation. The center. This also we have created. Let me go to configuration and see. In configuration, do we missed anything? Asset accounting. Under asset accounting, we have integration and SNGL accounts. Select this one. Click on balance sheet account or account determination. So select Tata Motors machinery. Click on depreciation area. So for depreciation area, we have set up everything correctly. And for other depreciation area, we don't need, right? So double click on it. Account determination, we have only one account determination. Machinery, I have set up this one. And depreciation area, we have both the settings available. I will take a pause on this and let me check where exactly the error. Okay, so what I will do is to fix that error, I will give this unplanned depreciation, same depreciation details here and save this one. So this is my screen. Let me go down a bit. So this is my GL account mapping screen, SNGL account. Okay, this is not a issue, but still I'm going with this approach. Let me go to F-90 again, put all the information again. Mac printer, Mac printer one, and we'll give the vendor details here. Give 5 lakhs. Asset details, same as earlier. Then press enter. I will give here and we'll try to save the document. Okay, so this is how the transaction has been created. Not sure why exactly that is happened, but even I tried to post the document without assigning the GL accounts here. Still, that error has not came up. Not sure where exactly, because this is a test system, so we might encounter this kind of small errors. And when you do a refresh of your system or close and restart your system, so that time it will work. So will not be a problem. Now we'll see our document slash NFB 03. So this is a document. Asset specific document is been created. You can see that asset is being procured. So here the same way you can check asset accounting. Click on the asset accounting document. You will see the document here and plus enter AW01N. Press enter and you will see here the value and everything has came up. Here also you can see in the depreciation book. And if you go to the posted values, you will see all the information comparison. So for the next acquisition, yes, it is showing up. So it is just showing up the value, not the depreciation. Let me check why it is not calculating the depreciation. It's showing acquisition value. There is some small mistake somewhere we have, means I have done on the ordinary depreciation and the unplanned depreciation. So depreciation is not getting calculated here. Let me go to AW01N or AS013. Okay. So did I given the date? Depreciation start date is from, okay. Useful life is also we have given. Okay, we'll stop here. Then I will check where exactly and what error I have done in the configuration to rectify that one. Thank you.